What's up, everybody? Nicholas Kuzmich here from nicholaskuzmich.com. And in this episode of Accelerated Results, I want to reveal to you the 4 elements of a great offer. Hey, before we begin, I would love to personally help you get accelerated results in your business. Here's what I found. A ton of entrepreneurs and business owners are kind of like all stressed out because of overwhelm, right? There's so much to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to prioritize it. They got a whole ton of people telling them, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Here's the truth. You probably don't need to do half the things you're doing now. And if you look at your average day, you're probably spending too much time doing stuff you shouldn't do rather than the things that are actually going to be revenue generating for you. And look, I really specialize in identifying what those under-leveraged assets are, revealing it to you in a very simple napkin-like plan, and then setting you off in a 30 or a 90-day sprint so you can execute that. Look, if that's something that you could benefit from, I'd love to personally work with you. Just go to workwithnick.com. Fill out a brief form there. We'll hop on a call, have a quick conversation to see how I can help you, and we'll take it from there. So today, we are talking about, again, the 4 elements of a great offer. Here is what I found to be true, right? You can have a stellar ad campaign. And look, I've ran ad campaigns to the tunes of millions and millions and millions of dollars a month in ad spend, right? Which has generated tens, if not hundreds of millions total across the board over many years, across many clients. It's not just for me, but for everybody in revenue. And here's what we have found. You can have a stellar ad campaign. And what I mean by that is like the targeting dialed in, right? The copy dialed in, the bidding and the budgeting structure dialed in, and everything structured properly in your ad campaign. You can have all that dialed in. But here's the truth. If it's pointing to a bad offer or an offer that is sub-quality, if you will, here's what I found. That you could have 90% of like everything perfect on the ad side, but if the offer is no good, it isn't going to convert. On the flip side, however, if you have an amazing offer, something that just totally stands out, as some people might call it an irresistible offer, as I like to call it a Godfather offer, right? An offer they can't refuse. If you have one of those, even if your ads kind of aren't perfect and your targeting isn't quite perfect, and there's some kind of things that aren't working out exactly the way that they need to work out, even then you can find that you will still get way more conversions. So it is my belief that in the sales process, the most important element of all of it, and look, they are all important, they all stack together for great results, but the most important element of it all is to have a great, what I would call an irresistible offer, right? A Godfather offer. So let's talk today then about what are the 4 elements that make a great offer. Because there are good offers, there are bad offers, and then there are great offers. And I'm going to suggest if you deploy these 4 elements, you too will start to see even better results in your campaigns because you have even better offers. Now, it's going to be my goal, and what I might suggest to you is that you include all 4 of these elements in how you craft your next offer or how you optimize and modify your current offer. Now, you might not be able to deploy all of them together, and if that's the case, that's okay. It's not the end of the world, but what I found is these have a compounding effect on each other, and the more of these you can include in your next offer, the better results you're going to see. So let's get right into it. Element number 1 is a discount, right? We have all found, is there any suspicion as to why the most profitable day for most retail and e-commerce based stores and even information stores are like Black Friday and Cyber Monday or the Christmas break, the holiday season? Is there any reason for that? Obviously, because this is where the massive discounts happen, right? Amazon Prime Day is a great example. They go discounts on so many products, and so sales jump through the roof. Black Friday, discounts happen. You have people who months in advance will select what they want to buy from the brand that they want to buy it from, and they'll just sit back and wait and say, you know what, I'll get that on Black Friday. I bet you do the same, right? So the idea is, how can we if it works with your brand, have a discount offer. Now, again, this all applies, and I'll go into a whole nother training about how, scarcity and urgency is important as part of this. But how can we offer a discount for a short window of time for someone who's prepared to take an action right now? Someone who's kind of sitting on the fence and thinking, should I take an action now or should I take it later? What could you do in terms of a discount that will allow them to say yes right now? Now, discounts could be anything from a penny to 99% discount to 50% to 60%. But what I found in general, there's just something about a 50% discount, right? Where you can just say, hey, you know what? 50% off if you get it right now works. Now, again, that may or may not work for your brand, but think about what can you discount from your core primary offer that's going to allow a fence sitter for a very limited time there, allow a fence sitter to say, you know what? I'm in, I'm game, right? So element number 1 is a discount. Think about how you can employ this to your next offer or optimize your current offer. The second element for a great offer is what I call stacked bonuses. Right? Now, this is the idea that if anyone buys it during any other time, whatever, they get the offer. But if they purchase it now, as you presenting this offer to them, they will get an additional bonus, or what I would call stacked bonuses, as kind of part of this process, right? So what are elements that you can include as a bonus for someone who takes action right now that is directly related to your core offer, okay? And that's super important. You don't want to just be like, hey, if you buy my widget here, which is like camera related, I will also give you a food recipe on how to make great green smoothies, right? Terrible bonus. Most people are not going to apply. So the idea is with your bonuses, one, they have to be relevant to your primary offer, right? Secondly, I'm going to say great value. And what I mean by great value is, in a perfect world, the combined value of your stacked bonuses should equal to more than your primary offer if possible. So if your primary offer is worth $100 and that's the offer that you're making available to someone, your stacked bonuses should be worth more than $100. So some people might actually purchase your offer for the bonus more than the actual offer itself. And that's okay, right? This is what Sports Illustrated did years ago, is that they would sell their subscription, but they never even really talked about the subscription. They were selling like a football phone. And everybody wanted the football phone, which was the bonus for getting the primary offer. And that was okay, because they just wanted to sell subscription. So great value. In fact, the value should be worth more than the primary offer if possible. And then the last is different modality if possible. So what I mean by that is, if you're offering a physical product, then your bonuses could be digital, right? If you're offering a digital product, then your bonuses could be physical, something that you actually send out in the mail. And I'll go over, one of the kind of great offers that I've created as well. But this is just an idea of how can you get stacked bonuses to incentivize the offer even better and make it even that much more irresistible. Hey, before we continue, if you like this kind of stuff, right? If you want me to actually craft this kind of thing for you, so you don't have to think about it and be like, should I do this or should I do this? I would love to personally work with you. This is what we do. We craft offers. We come up with under-leveraged, utilized assets that you can kind of start to leverage in your business to get even better accelerated results. So if that's you, go to workwithnick.com. Again, workwithnic.com. Fill out a brief form there. We'll hop on a call, see if we have a good fit. If we do, great. We'll invite you to work with me. If not, no harm asked. We'll shake your hand and say, hey, there might be a better option for you somewhere else. So go to workwithnick.com if you'd like to explore that further. Now, thirdly, review. First, you offer a discount, right? Because discounts create transactions. Secondly, you stack bonuses so that now you have an over-exceeding value of your actual offer. The offer is not just the thing, the offer is the thing plus all this extra that they could potentially get when they get the thing. Thirdly, an RRG, which just simply stands for a risk reversal guarantee. Now, this goes way beyond just a normal guarantee, right? A lot of people talk about guarantees like, hey, if you don't like it, you get a full money back guarantee. If you're completely not satisfied, no problem, give it back, we'll give you your money back. That's a guarantee, but the problem with that is the risk is still on the user, right? Because then the user has to be like, well, I got to get it, I got to come up with my money first or whatever, and then if I don't like it, I have the hassle of having to send it back, etc. A risk reversal guarantee means that the seller, you, inherently take on the risk of the transaction, so the buyer removes the potential risk reward kind of thing in their brain and say, hey, this is all reward and no risk. So an example of an example of a guarantee is, hey, if you don't like this, right, send it back, we'll give you your money back. A risk reversal guarantee could be, hey, if you don't like this, not only can you keep the thing that we gave you, but you can also keep the bonuses just as a way to say we're sorry for wasting your time, right? One of the risk reversals I had in one of the things that we did was in our Art of Lead Generation Implementation Intensive 2-day experience where my team and I build out your lead generation process for you. The best thing I've ever done, by the way. When you come into the room, the first one that I ever did essentially had a check with your name written on it with the amount that you paid to be there. And the risk reversal guarantee was this. It was the amount plus $500. And at any point on day one, if you weren't completely satisfied with the experience, you could walk to the back of the room, trade in your workbook, pick up a check with the amount you paid plus $500. And my whole thing was just so that you could have a profitable experience with me, right? So I completely reversed the risk I inherited. Another way to do this could be, hey, don't pay until you get a result. Right? That completely puts the risk on you and not on the user. So think about how you can add a risk reversal guarantee, not just a guarantee, to up the ante and make the process even more irresistible for your potential buyer. So we got number 1, a discount. Number 2, stacked bonuses. Number 3, a risk reversal guarantee, not just a guarantee. And lastly, and here's what a lot of people miss, a really good reason why you're offering it this way. You see, because you got to understand, in the internets, right, it is a completely crazy world out there. People are making all these bold, unsubstantiated claims, all these crazy promises, and the trust factor for most people is low. It's like, look, I don't trust you, bro. And if you're trying to offer me this thing, all the spidey senses start going off, and they're just like, why are you doing this? Right? There's something fishy going on here. Now, if you just come right up front and give a good reason why you're making this great offer, it settles those nerves and you're just being straight up honest. I'm not saying come up with a reason why. I mean, Cialdini says a reason why is better than no reason why. And so you could be like, hey, you know what? The reason why we're doing this is because this week has a Wednesday in it and Wednesday is my favorite day of the week. So we just want to get that to you. You could do that. I wouldn't, but you could. And that would actually work better than no reason why. But if you're just honest about it, I mean, maybe your reason why is, look, hey, we're overstocked of this product. We need to make room in our warehouse for new product. I don't want this to get old. It's close to expiry, which is why we're doing this. If you can just get it, you can get all these bonuses and the discount and all that and the risk reversal. That's a pretty darn good reason why. And it's honest, right? Or maybe, like me, sometimes I just say, hey, you know what? I like to incentivize fast action takers. And the reality is that most of you watching this are going to be thinking about things and then you're going to forget about it. You're never going to take your desired action, and so it's going to go by the wayside. So I want to incentivize you to take a fast action because I like decisive action takers, and that's why we're offering this. Right? So you just need a really good reason why, and when you can compound all 4 of these things together, discounts, stacked bonuses, risk reversal guarantees, and a good reason why, your offer becomes that much more desirable. And as it becomes that much more desirable, you get that much more conversions on it. And as you get that much more conversions on it, you start to see the transaction value in the entire campaign experience go up. And that is essentially what we want. So I want you to think about how can you apply 1, 2, 3, ideally all 4 of these in your current offer, make it even better, and then let me know about the results. Hey, if you like this kind of information, I would love for you to share it with someone who could benefit from it. Like, comment, whatever you need to do. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you have any questions. And then, of course, if you want to personally work with me to be able to find offers in your business, to help you optimize your ad campaigns, if you're overwhelmed with ad campaigns or just don't know what to do next, or you heard about all these things that you need to do to accelerate the results in your business and you're just like, I don't know what to do, Nick, can you just tell me? I want to be the guy that eliminates the thinking from your business so you could focus on the doing. If that's you, go to workwithnick.com. Again, workwithnick.com, workwithnick.com. Fill out a brief form there. We'll hop on a call. We'll have a conversation, and I would love to be your corner man and to help build that for you. I look forward to hearing about your great new offers. I look forward to hearing about how they convert for you. All the best. I'm out for this episode of Accelerated Results, and we'll talk again real soon.